In their two matchups last season, Baltimore outscored Cincinnati 65-6. The Ravens look to begin a third consecutive sweep. Next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. There's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Brown has the first step, breaks the tackle, now Allen. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case,
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll roll him out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And now this offense gets ready to take over the football, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and inches. Being chased out left.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
They'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time on a catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling
as the game moves on, just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 all.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Flush to his right. Got him in. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Flushed out right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the visiting Broncos who were able to come in and get the road victory. Teddy Bridgewater leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And that one all even as they play the visiting Carolina Panthers. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Corey Davis, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And it's safe to say he has been getting his money's worth in this one.
I would agree with that totally. Being able to go back and launch it and air it out. And let's face it, it's not just him stepping back and flinging it, though. You've got to have someone who can go get it. And that's important for any offense, someone who can stretch the field.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Nick Boyle there to make the grab. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on.
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2nd and goal from the 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Dobbins, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Ravens add on.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his 4th touchdown. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But it's going to be second down. They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going, but it's not.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
He'll drop to throw, sliding out of the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a second and goal. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. How are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, things are definitely going